We've warned you.
Universal's Frankenstein knows how to create suspense, from the first scene where they actually address the audience to warn of the terrors we are about to experience, to the grave robbing scene with Dr. Henry Frankenstein and his hunchbacked assistant Fritz, to Frankenstein's professor explaining the experiment to Frankenstein's fiancée Elizabeth and best friend Victor. And finally, we get the creation scene. Colin Clive brings us everything to shout Frankenstein's success.
Look, it's moving. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's moving. It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. Oh, in the name of God. Now I know what it feels like to be God. Oh.
Boris Karloff does a fantastic job playing the monster. This monster is much more sympathetic than that of the novel. He doesn't murder in cold-blooded revenge in this movie, but in self-defense, although he does attack Frankenstein's fiancée, perhaps out of revenge, perhaps just searching for companionship. He also kills a little girl, but this was a horrific accident. He was just playing and didn't know she would drown if he threw her in the water. Every scene is iconic, and I try to watch this film every October. The standout scenes are the grave robbing at the beginning, the creation of the monster, and in the epic finale, the angry mob burning down the windmill with the monster inside. Even if you haven't seen this film, you've probably seen these scenes referenced, and you definitely know the look of the monster. Boris Karloff is the Frankenstein, and apart from his performance, it's due to the work of the great makeup artist Jack Pierce. If you've never seen a Frankenstein film, this is the one to start with. This film begins with Mary Shelley deciding to tell her husband Percy and Lord Byron the second half of her tale. While both of these films have several differences from the novel, they are all works of art in their own right, especially this sequel. Bride of Frankenstein is that rare sequel that improves on the first film. A new mad doctor, Pretorius, tries to convince Frankenstein to create another monster. Pretorius shows him his own creations made from scratch, homunculi, tiny people, and a mermaid in an effect that look great even today. Meanwhile, the monster escapes from the ruins of the windmill, killing 2 villagers on the way. He saves a woman from drowning and is shot for the trouble. He is soon captured by a mob and imprisoned. It doesn't last long, though, when he escapes. The monster comes across a blind man and befriends him. This goes much better for him than in the novel, in which he had stalked the blind man and his family. The man teaches the monster to speak and sees him as a friend. Things go well until townspeople see the monster, leading to a fight and the monster accidentally setting his friend's house on fire. Pretorius works together with the monster and kidnaps Elizabeth to force Frankenstein into making the monster a bride. In a great twist, the bride hates and fears the first monster. The monster decides that they belong dead, including Pretorius. Frankenstein and Elizabeth are left to live. I dearly love these films. The first, Frankenstein, is the iconic Frankenstein film. Everything the public knows about Frankenstein comes from this film. Bride of Frankenstein is an even better sequel that pulls for more from the novel. Thanks again for watching and stay tuned for Son of Frankenstein and Ghost of Frankenstein in the next video.